Okay, so now I'm going to go over solving equations involving integers. And so I think probably the main problem is just remembering those integer rules. So I'll review them as we go. This equation, we have v equals 7 plus -3. Now v is already by itself. It's already on the equal sign, on the other side of the equal sign. So then really all we have to do is say, what is 7 plus -3? And if you remember the rules, um, and I'll sing the song for you again. So it's like signs add and keep, opposites subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number, then you'll be exact. So for this one, they are opposite, so that means we subtract. So 7 minus 3 is 4. And then we take the sign of the higher number, which is 7, and 7 is positive, so our answer would be +4. So now I'm going to put that right there. And submit. Okay, for the next problem, it is the same concept really. So actually I'm gonna skip this one. It would just be -3, but let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one is a little different. Not a whole lot different because that letter is all by itself still. So since G or the variable is all by itself already, all we have to do is know what 5 minus 7 is. Now, for us to do that, we're going to want to change this to an addition statement. Because we are looking at something that we're taking away from more than what we have. So if you remember, for us to change it, we do keep, change, change. So keep the first number, change to addition, and change the sign of the last number. So now we're going to use our addition rules. Opposites mean we subtract. So 5, if we take 5 from 7, that is 2. Now, because 7 is higher than 5 and it is negative, that means our answer is negative. So now G equals -2. So we're going to put our -2 in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and skip a level. Let's see what we have next. Okay, so this is very similar to what we just did. The letter is just on the opposite side. So whenever you see that, you're just going to solve it the same way as any other problem because the variable is already by itself. Now, for us to start this off, we're going to change it to an addition statement. So we're going to do keep, change, change again. Keep, change, and change. All right, so because they are opposite signs, again, we subtract. So if we take 9 from 19, that is 10. 19 is higher than 9 and it is negative. So that means that -10 equals n. And we're going to go ahead and put that in the box. -10. All right, good. This is what I was looking for. All right, so for this problem, we have to do a little more work because that variable is not alone. So -11 equals t plus -18. Now, to solve any of these problems, you have to get that variable by itself. So what that means really is that this equal sign is what our barrier is. Now that t and the -18 are on the same side, so we have to kind of move things around. And we're going to do it slightly differently just because that is a negative number. So whenever you see a negative number, In order to get rid of a negative, if you remember, any number and its opposite together equals 0. So if that is a negative, to get rid of it, really, we're just going to add a positive 18, because that would cancel that out, because negative 18 and positive 18 together would give us 0. And on the other side, we have to do the same thing, because otherwise our equation is not balanced anymore. So we're going to do plus 18. Alrighty. So then we're going to just go ahead and do that operation there. So first of all, this is going to cancel out because they are opposites, and that leaves t all by itself. So now we just have to do negative 11 plus 18. They're opposites, so we subtract. So 18 minus 11 gives us 7. And because 18 is higher than 11, our answer is positive. So that's going to give us 7 equals t. So when we go and put that in there, we're going to put in a 7. Okay, and this will be the last one I go over for right now. I do want to talk about this one because it's slightly more complicated. So for this one, it has t minus negative 12 equals 13. Again, our objective is to get that variable all by itself. Right now, it is with minus negative 12. So we're going to have to fix that. I'm going to make the line a little longer because we got to do a little bit of work beforehand. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and change this equation so that we have an addition statement. So we're going to do keep change change, and we do it the same way, even if it's a variable. Keep that variable the same. We're going to change it from subtraction to addition. And then because that 12 is negative, it is now going to be positive because we have to change the last one. And then that's going to still equal 13. I'm going to move this if it'll let me. Apparently it won't. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and solve. Now, we do an opposite operation to solve. So because we're adding 12 to solve this one, we are going to subtract 12. We're going to say minus 12 and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so what ends up happening is that this is 12 minus 12, so that is 0, so that cancels that out. And that leaves us with t on that one side equals, and then 13 minus 12 is 1. And that would be my final answer. Bravo. Okay, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And let me know if you need any further help. I would be glad to help you. You have a great, wonderful day. Bye, guys.